What is going on, guys? We're back with another video, and we are doing a realistic rebuild of the Buffalo Bills. And sorry, we're not using realistic rosters or updated rosters. And the main reason why for that is, A, it would completely ruin the Bills, in my opinion. And B, they really didn't, well, B kind of ties into number A, which isn't even a number. But they really didn't make any moves that really helped them necessarily, other than maybe the draft. Like, they lost Richie Incognito, lost Tyrod Taylor, lost Cordy Glenn, Kelvin Benjamin, I think, is gone. I don't know if Jordan Matthews is there. I think, really, the only guy they signed was Vontae Davis, which, hey, we can do that right now. There's no real loss. Maybe Star Lutulele, but even then, it's just like, it doesn't really matter. He's out 11 weeks, so, I mean, hey, it's cool, I suppose. Let's take a look. Who else can we get? I believe we do have 2 first-round draft picks as well. Tyrod Taylor. I don't know if I'm willing to neglect Tyrod as much as the Bills did in real life. I might, keep him long-term. We'll see. But, of course, because of the way they treat him in real life, I'm allowed to make my decisions, I suppose. Once again, sorry if you were really expecting or you were excited for realistic rosters. But, like I said, it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. Right now, I'm debating on pulling one of the classic Buffalo moves for rebuilds and franchises, which is to put one of the safeties at corner. As you can see, Hyde goes from an 86 to a, to an 89, and Poyer goes from an 84 to an 88. So Poyer makes the most sense to move up to cornerback. So I think that may be our move here. Let's move Poyer down 1. Let's take a look at what we're actually looking at. It's set 88. I don't know if that's true, though. And it is as a starter, but number 2 is still definitely worth it. We'll find a free agent to move over there. What about Hyde? So Hyde goes down 2. So, damn. Philip Gaines makes sense at safety as well. We'll make our moves. I mean, we've got, options. Milano is a rookie. I didn't even know that. I've seen him so long, I assumed he just wasn't a rookie. I would like to replace, what's his name? Lorenzo Alexander, but everyone else on the linebacking core might be all right, actually. Milano, I think, is fine. I think Preston Brown's still pretty young. What is he, 25 maybe? I'm liking some of the pieces on defense, Shaq Lawson. And, of course, I believe we should, just like in real life, have 2 first-round picks, which we will be able to probably use on a quarterback, not guaranteed, but at least a quarterback and maybe a receiver. In real life, Peterman was impressing, I suppose, so I'm debating on maybe slapping Tyrod on the trade block now and starting Peterman right out the gate. Maybe he ends up becoming a starter. We'll see. Want to see what Tyrod's worth first. Mike Tolbert is a legit fullback. Not sure why they have him at running back. What overall does he go to? An 76 overall fullback. I'll slap him on the trade block as well. I know he's a little old, but once upon a time, he was actually a really big playmaker in the league. Jaden Mccoy is 29. I'm not really a fan of that, but can't really do much about it right now. Definitely not the worst team I've had to rebuild. Deion Dawkins is a decent overall. Normal dev, but decent overall. Where can we slip him in? The line's not the worst here. So we have pretty much not a whole lot of moves. First things first, we want to see if we can get any sort of value out of Tyrod Taylor. It'd be interesting to see if maybe we can make a move on Brett Hundley. He's 24. I mean, I don't know. Something. Like I said, first things first, safety. Is there anyone here? Eric Reed. I'm not even sure why he's on their roster. He's normally a free agent. So I suppose we'll make a trade for him. So Lacy for Reed. I'm going to allow it only because, once again, he shouldn't even be on an active roster. He should be a free agent. I mean, the Bills are pretty much able to get, a second-round pick? Like, it was a third second-round pick out of Tyrod. I'm looking for that at least. 28 years old, decent quarterback, clearly worth at least a second-round pick. The Broncos, it's fair enough with me. Peterman, who could be the starter in real life, going to be the starter for us this year. We'll see. Maybe Peterman's the guy. I mean, the real life, I don't know what the story is with the Bills in real life, But last year they were so indecisive. I mean, the coach just should have been fired. Just so indecisive. Peterman is our starter, start to finish. If we play poorly, it is what it is. We have 2 draft picks. We're clearly looking to get better. Preston Brown, clearly our starter. Maybe CO moves over to left out. Who knows? We're going to get a new DT as well. Cornerbacks automatically looking better. Safeties, strong safeties looking slightly worse, but it's an overall upgrade of the DB core. But yeah, I mean, I think we're primed for, depending on how Peterman plays, at least 7 wins, which is not bad, I suppose. And we have 2 first-round draft picks, 2 second-round draft picks. We're looking good. Rayford is an early second with Superstar Dev. Very rare sighting to see a running back with a story. Quarterback, I mean, as of right now, Nathan Peterman's the guy, but he could be terrible. He could be dog-awful, even though I love dogs. So stay away, Vic. Made a joke like that in DC. Didn't stick, probably. Like his sentence. Well, we have some negotiations. Preston Brown needs a contract right now, I'm pretty sure. And he's definitely going to get one. We're going to give him a 6-year deal. He'll play till he's 30. Actually, no, we'll play him until he's 5. Till he's 5. All right, makes sense. Jordan Matthews wants a 3-year deal. I'm going to automatically sign him to that because at his age, totally worth it. Eric Reed, I don't know. EJ Gaines, he's actually not a bad player, but do we wait? Nah, we'll give him a contract right now. We have the money for all these players. I'm glad with all those guys. Kyle Williams, who knows, probably retires automatically anyways. But we re-signed the guys we wanted to. Everyone else kind of 50-50. Maybe Eddie Yarborough. Look at all the guys that need contracts. Jesus. How do they give Shamarko normal again? But, I mean, we're looking for those linebackers just like the Bills. Definitely that running back, too. That running back looks intriguing. Obviously, nothing is set in stone until we actually see the scouting combine. And even though we have our own pick, I mean, I didn't set us up to be bad. I signed some backups that I think that would do the job. I think I'm actually setting us up to try and win. Even though, like I said, we really should want to lose. Like, the Chiefs will probably do pretty decently. We're probably going to do all right. Offense is terrible, though. So if we look at the cornerbacks, there's only, like, 2 good ones. I will say, though, Philip Bernstein is insane. And if he's one of those actual prototypes, he's actually insane. This guy looks good, too, but he is a mid-first, and he's 24, which is the biggest factor. I mean, there's some interesting guys in here. Like this guy, I mean, I don't see how he wouldn't at least be like a 75 quick. Safety is a position we're somewhat looking for. Eric Reed, don't know if he's going to stick around. I'm actually like really invested in this rebuild, so I'm trying to scout every week I can. And now it is week 15, so we have some draft stories. We have a strong safety, Ty Lawson, interesting name there, winning the Heisman. We have a 3-sack performance to end his college career, Dylan Taylor, and then a fullback, Curry Parmalee. Ty Lawson wins the MVP or whatever. Yeah, was it Heisman? Going to the wild card round. Do we have a spot or a bye week? Who knows? We knows. And we went 6-10. And losing to the Dolphins there was a pretty big loss because I believe it knocked us down below them. Really sucky though, because I mean we had a couple of wins here that really didn't make any sense. We beat the Jets, I think we're number 1 in our division. Then we beat the Chiefs, which is a good win, kinda. Maybe I don't know if the Chiefs made the playoffs, but of course, no real loser there for us because I believe we have the Chiefs and Bills picks. Chargers, I mean that makes no sense, and then Patriots, that makes literally no sense. The Jets. We're number 2, but I would still assume that gives them a wild card spot, or at least some sort of spot. Chiefs, sadly, 9-7, made the playoffs. Bills, 23. I mean, so our draft picks are looking a little rough. I mean, one should be like around top 10, but then the other one will be in the 20s. So we're going to look worse than the real-life Bills, I think. Maybe? I don't remember, actually. But hey, let's still take a look at the stats. Noah, I keep calling him Noah because we had a guy literally named Noah Peterman, the tight end, in our Cowboys league, but of course we changed his name. Nathan Peterman, 4,400 yards, 31 touchdowns, 22 picks. Not honestly the worst. I don't think he would have won Offensive Rookie of the Year, but who knows. Lesean Mccoy at the age of 2,000 did pretty well, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, 4 fumbles. Backups, literally nothing. Receiving, Zay Jones had an okay season. Him and Kelvin were together about 20 away. Actually, exactly around 20 away from getting 1,000 yards apiece, which sucks. Jordan Matthews, 85 catches, only 688 yards. Terrible. Lesean had a really good season. Could be like running back of the year. Like, he actually did very well. Didn't look at the blocking. Who cares? Sack totals, Hughes at 8. Milano at 8.5, which we are in a 4-3. Cornerbacks, no picks, really. Hauschka missed 4 to 14 field goals. Really just not an impressive season at all, other than Lesean McCoy. 21st in offense. Defense was 27. Jesus. How did we win 6 games? Tyrod Taylor, of course, leaving us, going to the Broncos, becomes the 4th place player on MVP. If he would have stayed on our team, he would have not even hit 4,000 yards. We all know that's how this works, which is awesome. They were 8-8, so they probably didn't make the playoffs at least. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Peterman was number 4. I mean, that's not bad. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Milano, number 2. No. I need awards, and we're not going to get a single one. Where was Lesean? Number 2, of course. Man, not a great season for XP, probably. In the game, did the game freeze on me too? Could something go right for me, please, for the love of jeez? So the XP totals of anything we didn't use during the regular season and just whatever after the season. So nobody hit any sort of goal of theirs. People are regressed. Of course, we have a couple of draft picks. Might be solid. Also, another thing to note is Nathan Peterman will be coming off of his rookie year, giving him a very good chance at MVP the second season. I don't know what it is, but for me, users, it happens a lot. Advance next week is the Super Bowl, so of course we want to see if there's a All-Star MVP. Packers versus, what was it? Please don't tell me it was the Chiefs. Chargers, thank God. Let's move on to any re-signings we might have. Who is going to be the Super Bowl winner, Chargers or Packers? I would put money on the Chargers. Chargers win 35-13. Eric Reed is on the re-signing list. He's 26 years old, looking for a 4-year, $18 million deal. That's not crazy money. Zone cover. I mean, he's a decent backup at least. Glad he got the offer done. Vontae Davis, big waste of money, so no thank you. So we let a couple of guys go, but Eric Reed re-signing. Kind of a shocker. Didn't really expect myself to actually go for him. 63 mil, so we do have quite a bit of money here. However, there's not going to be anyone here for us to sign. Navarro Bowman, if he wasn't getting overpaid, I would actually probably go with, just for the simple fact that I believe Alexander's probably gone. Morgan Burnett is a free agent here. Aaron Lynch. Alex Collins is still here. We definitely need to go for some sort of running back if we can. So hopefully Alex Collins signs with us. We gave him a 79-point offer. So Marlon Mack, who we gave a 47-point offer to, is the only one to sign, which is honestly the biggest shocker of free agency, I would say. Alex Collins, no thank you. Brandon Coleman, I think we gave him a fair deal. Screw you, I suppose. Okay, now at a 4.25 with those potentials, clearly we're going to be grabbing him. So cornerbacks, there was one cornerback that slipped in, Miller. I think at that speed, we're definitely going to have to just give him a shot. I mean, I like this guy's stiff arm and trucking, but I mean, he's a good user player. I just don't think he'll be a great sim player. Jason Verrett traded to the Texans. He usually does get traded. I don't know what the whole story is on that. This quarterback, I mean, I think the Cardinals would take a quarterback here, and he's the number 1 projected guy. Trading up to number 1 would cost way too much. This corner is insane. Philip Bernstein, another guy that I think would just cost way too much. A lot of positions of need. No way. Christie's still there. Oh, I wasn't planning on doing it. But he's like the star guy. Screw it. 76 overall. I thought he's going to be way better than that, in all fairness. I did reach, apparently. But I think he's still a star. Plus, we got... I mean, if Christie was willing to go in the first round, why wouldn't Noah Peterman? We actually developed him pretty well. Honestly, I don't even know why I drafted that guy. Peterman should be the starter for us. This linebacker might go really early, actually. And Dewey's going to go around there. Let's go to 15 to the Jags, who do need a quarterback in all fairness. Boom. We got shafted there, but Tank Berry should be an insane player. Slow Dev, he is an insane player. Of course, though, they have to try to shaft us. It's not going to, though, because he's going to be an insane D lineman who probably replaces our guy Hughes. Even though Hughes was okay. I want a wide receiver, though. Latavian Hall is the guy. Normal Dev, 75 overall. I reached, but he's definitely got the potential. He's got great jumping, great excel, great speed. Only 22, and he's 6'2". Maybe he's awareness. I don't really know why he's such a low overall. He's actually a really great player. Devin Rayford is a superstar dev running back, but Haynes Milton, normal dev, 77 overall. Good pick. I agree. Good DT right there. Santee went all the way to the 3rd round with the Browns. You've got to be kidding me. That is a steal. Ross Freeman, give me like a 73 overall probably. Oh, snap. This is one of the best power backs I've ever seen, and I've drafted him. 23, which is a little rough. I wish he was 22. Took him 74. Supposed to go 5. 88 speed, 90 excel, 90 trucking, 93 Zev arm, 84 spin even. Losing miss sucks, obviously. Agility of 89, but with quick dev as well. That is an insane, even with slow dev, that'd be a pretty insane running back. That is a great back we just drafted. Dontavius Miller, I mean, he's got great speed. Good man, decent press. I think he's been one of those 89-man, 76 zone quick devs. Let's take a look. Slow dev, I mean, I was close. Slow dev, an amazing pick, of course. Slow dev sucks, but a great pick there. 106. I believe we had a couple of 4th rounders, maybe a lineman. So we had 4 first-round picks dishing out well over 20 mil. Well, not well over, but definitely over 20 mil. Actually, it is well over. It's about 30 mil in bonuses, which is fine because, Christie, clearly a starter. Started with better stats than Nathan Peterman, so he should end up better, a little bit faster as well, I think. Actually, I don't know if he is. Tank Berry, new starting DN, clearly a great player, just slow dev, which sucks, but we'll get over that easily. Normal dev for Latavian Hall, great player. Milton, great DT. Normal dev. The devs really didn't come for us. Ross Freeman, super steal. He's going to be paid 4 years, only like 4 mil. 4 years with those stats. Insane. Dontavius Miller, probably our new number 3 cornerback. Who knows? Maybe even forces Poyer back to safety. Not sure. Copeland, starting lineman. Hunter, possible starting DT or number 2 DT. Marquise Strong, probably going to give a run for money at Eric Reed's strong safety spot. Vickers, if he's a 7, let's see what his zone is. Low zone. If he was, 74, 75 at outside, maybe starts. Sullivan, starter, clearly. Frazier, starter. And Pace, I don't think so. A very nice hybrid player. Great pass rusher, great coverage guy. Very insane, actually. Santi, how the hell he only got 81 speed? I don't know. Very, very great pick in the 3rd round, though. Clearly, decent left tackle. Then they grabbed Rayford, superstar dev, elusiveness of 79, so a guy that I am not mad at all about skipping on, especially the guy we got. Cardinals grabbed an insane corner, and here he is. Philip Bernstein, 21 years old, paired up with Patrick Peterson. Don't know how that's even fair, but then they drafted a clear bust at number 1 in the 2nd round. They did a good job skipping on the quarterback. Christie was a great quarterback, but that cornerback is a once-in-a-lifetime player. Ty Lawson, another player, exactly what the Cowboys needed. A little on the slower side. Good excel, though. Terrible agility. Parmalee, average fullback. And Will Potts, quick dev, 82 speeds, a little low, but overall a great linebacker. Definitely mad we didn't get him. The first season, not great for our players. However, an amazing draft. Potential, 7, 8 starters maybe? A really good draft for starting talent. Questionable decision at number 10, but overall we made an okay move, I think. We saved an extra year, kinda. The first year is always really hard to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, but the 2nd and 3rd are a lot easier because, there's no guys that start off as 88, 89 overalls like, these rosters because, of course, real life, they adjusted him for how they played. So year 1, very hard to win awards. Year 2, though, this quarterback could be a 90 overall very start. We've settled the lineup, and this is what we're going into Season 2 with. We did get a little worse on overalls, I will admit it, but youth-wise, we are clearly much better. We have Marlon Mack for a few years. Lesean Mccoy is good for at least this year. I don't know about anything in the future, but Freeman hopefully is the starter of the future. Same with Hall, who I don't even know. He looks like a hammerhead shark thumb. I don't even know, but he's got no neck, which means he's super muscular, 99 strength. Frazier, oddball looking considering he's like 186 and he's got a fat face, which makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, if you look at these two faces, they're the exact same. Interesting. The defense, a lot of youth there too. Barry starting DN, Milton and Hunter, 2 starting DTs. Miller, Strong, Vickers, a lot of youngsters making their way as they're starting their careers off as starters. I mean, we have what? 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, who is it? 3, 4, 5, 6 offensive linemen or offensive players starting, rookies. So what do we have? 12 rookies starting this year? Absolutely insane. Obviously, you know that we have our own draft pick, but of course, I want the wild card spot at least. This team is built. I want it now. So we have some re-signings. Kelvin Benjamin, 27 years of age, wants a 5-year, $50 million deal, which is all right because he's overall-wise one of the best tight ends in the league, technically. Richie Incognito will probably retire on his own. Renzo Alexander, sorry, bro, but you have clearly passed your potential on this team. Then pretty much everyone else isn't really looking for, we're not really going to be given a contract to. So with the amount of money we have, we might as well just knock out this Kelvin Benjamin contract right away. We have a linebacker, DeAndre Burley, with the Heisman win. Here we are going into the playoffs. Can we make a spot this year? I felt like we were better. Were we, though? And we are. And whoa, our quarterback won MVP as a rookie. 11-5, right behind the Patriots, who were 11-5. Did we lose to them twice on the season? Lost and lost. Damn. Whoa, look at this game. 51-49. What a game. That could have been the game. He outgunned. Wow, that's why. I mean, look at that game. Almost broke the NFL record there. He outgunned Rodgers. Freeman was terrible. God damn, I want to see these stats. If he was MVP, that means these receivers probably did very well as well. Christie, 5,333 yards, 44 touchdowns, 9 picks. Rushing, sadly, did not even get to 1,000 with Freeman. A 3.2 yards per carry average. Had a decent bit of touchdowns, though. Receiving, Hall and Frazier, amazing. Frazier with a little bit better of a season, though. He had much better touchdowns. Not bad, I'll take it. Freeman did get quite a bit of yards catching, though. Sucks that he didn't really do too well, though. Offensive line was actually not bad. We had everyone exactly the positions they play to. Barry, 12 sacks and nothing elsewhere, all right. Milano at 7 picks. That's shocking. I've never had that before. Right outside linebacker, 82 overall, getting that many picks. Insane. Hauschka, another 4 misses out of 14 attempts. Frazier, 1 kick return touchdown and 1 punt return touchdown. We went from like 21 or 23D or offense to 6th, and from 27D to 30th. Okay, I mean, I don't know. MVP, Christie. Where do we got? Tyrod Taylor at 6. Was the Jags? Blake Bortles. So our guy didn't start. That's why. Milano was Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, of course, Christie. Then we had Freeman, Frazier, and Hall on the list. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Vickers. All right, not bad, not bad. Christie, best QB, of course. Freeman at 7, surprisingly. Frazier behind Antonio Brown, Incognito number 2. Best linebacker, Milano. Milano is definitely on his way. Played middle linebacker this year, but he wasn't actually a middle linebacker, which was kind of sucky. Probably could have got him more XP. And look at this. Christie, 82,000 XP. Of course, with Superstar Dev, he should be a star. Hall and Frazier looking good. Offensive line didn't get any XP, which is clearly a troublesome thing for us because our O-line's not great enough. Vickers, not bad, not bad. Milano, 40K. Strong, yes, 33K XP. Miller, sadly, didn't really get much. kind of. I mean, he's still good. He probably got, I think we got him to normal dev. I don't know if he would have gotten anything else on his own. So not a bad season. Going from number 1, season 1 to season 2, clearly a huge upgrade. And I'm proud of us. Of course, our draft picks are going to suck, but it is what it is. These things had to be done. Christie is a superstar, so that's good. 90 overall. We got his deep, mid, and short, all the 90. Same with his throw power and his awareness. Same with his throw on the run. So everything's pretty much 90. So I don't know if we're a playoff team, but at the end of the day, the Bills are almost never a playoff team. Real life, sim, you name it. But we're definitely well on our way. Freeman's an 84 overall. Didn't have a great season, but he's still clearly the future of this team. Miller, I think it was a good decision to start him. Clearly a great decision from Strong. Went up like, 12, 13 overalls? Pretty damn solid. DTs, as usual, never go up in overall. Milano, insane middle linebacker. Vickers actually did very well, surprisingly. And then Brown, he's just going to be okay. Hyde might be looking to replace him. Normal dev, 27. He's only 27. We're fine, actually. I thought he would have been older. But yeah, let's go on to play the Titans here. This could be an interesting game. We're at 84 to their 88. I would say we're probably 88, 89 with updated rosters. But, of course, all that XP we just used and the game didn't get a chance to update us. So, hopefully that doesn't play any of a factor. Kind of annoying if it did. Because I think we should easily hold our own here. You know, if we get destroyed by the Titans, I'd be shocked. Definitely should hold our own. Starting off, they have 3. They have 10 now. Offense has got to get it going. Start of the second quarter. And defense is doing okay. Yeah, actually, defense is doing very poorly. Offense is way worse, though. We did get a nice clutch touchdown before half. So we're down 10. Offense, slow drive, but they got there. Defense makes a stop. Offense can do nothing. Start of the fourth quarter. Titans are in major control here. And it's only a 6-point game. So, I mean, the offense has had plenty of opportunity. I mean, like, when you're doing that, I'm going to come into the game. But when you're doing that, what do you expect? No, we're not punting it. Kelvin Benjamin's my guy. And our quarterback misses the throw. He's got 90s and everything, and he misses that throw. And that's unfortunate. Offense has a chance still. They just got to put up some points. We only kick a field goal. And on 2nd and 5, we give a 6-yard run, and that will be the game. 26-20. I mean, it was a close game. In all fairness, both teams are very evenly matched at this point. So it's not a complete shocker that we lost, especially only by 6. So I'm not too mad. It's unfortunate, especially since our quarterback missed that easy throw. He's the MVP of the league, and he can't make that throw. Freeman was okay. Receiving was just terrible across the board for both teams. Milano developing himself as literally Luke Kuechly's clone. Like, he's actually turning pretty much right into him. Not a great hitter. Obviously, White being a big thing. And kind of on the slower side, but very sure tackling. Great coverage. He's turning into that guy. How much will that help us in the future? Who damn knows? You know, normally, like I said, I usually do 3 seasons, but we might be looking at a 4th on this one. We'll see how we do. Getting to the playoffs is pretty big for the Bills in general. But I would like to at least win a few playoff games before I call it quits. The Titans did win the Super Bowl, so in all fairness, that's the team we lost to by 6. So I'm not, too angry about it now. It's also season 2 of free agency, so maybe somebody slips in here. You never know, like a Jalen Ramsey. I don't think there's many guys who would really look to get other than maybe a linebacker. So you have Richard Sherman, you have Trevor Williams. You got a couple of Chargers here, actually. You have Tyrell Williams. He starts out as a quick. Looking good there with a superstar. Then you have Trevor Williams, who's normal. Looks good. I don't think we need either of those players. Tyrod Taylor finally hits free agency. Linebacker is the big need, I think, but I don't think anyone here makes sense. We don't need them, though, unless we're going to replace Shaq. Burley straight and early first. Holy crap. DeAndre Burley, of course, is a superstar dev. We know that. I mean, I think we're gonna have to go with Brian Spencer because a late first, his talent is insane, absolutely insane. Shaq Lawson, what overall is Shaq Lawson actually? Because he might be worth a first round. 84 overall. 84 overall with quick dev, 25 years old. I think is worth very close to a first. So I think a third and Lawson is some sort of late first-round pick. So first and a third this and a third next to move up 11 spots to 13. So maybe reached, but, well, reached in trade-wise. Clearly worth the pick, though. Actually, let's take a look just in case. Brian Spencer, 80 overall, normal dev, superb player. I mean, if the guy we had, Barry, is already the same as Shaq Lawson, but technically skilled-wise better, and he started with slow, this guy who's a year younger with normal dev and better starting stats clearly gets that nod. Insane speed, insane excel. Clearly our new starting defensive end. So like I said, we didn't take too many high overall picks. We did take some great players. Brian Spencer, an amazing player. Wofford, really great guard. Probably the best. No, not even probably. Definitely the best guy we drafted this entire rebuild for offensive line. Tyrone Waters, not bad speed and all that. Good strength. Decent block shed. Average power move. Who knows? Maybe DT2. Riley Watson, I think he might be the odd man out because Giles is a bit younger. Gibson and Payne, both decent guys with potential, but not going to start here. The Broncos had a super bust. Holy crap, he's terrible. Mason Berg, the Browns, 2 years in a row, draft slow wide receivers. Decent lineman. They did land a decent steal mid to late second on a quarterback, though. That's pretty impressive. Courtney Edwards, good defensive tackle. And obviously, I don't know what they're going to use him as. Jazz Roll, the guy we wanted. Thank God we didn't get him because it would have had another guy. Another duplicate we don't need. Eugene Word, very fast player here for the Cardinals at quarterback. Not bad. Seahawks took the corner we were debating on grabbing. Jason Hood, not a bad player. We were looking to grab a corner to play safety, though, and that's not the case. Bradley Stefanovich, technically the best overall quarterback, but he is 24, so I'd probably take the speedy guy. Don't remember where he went. I think it was the Cardinals. Bears, Phelps, small guy, good dev. They also grabbed Antrell Thompson, another small guy with speed. Not a bad draft there for wide receivers. They drafted 2 starters. What's the elusiveness? Nope. Sorry, pals. Close, not quite. And then, of course, our draft. Potentially the last season, we'll see. I mean, we did turn it around from season 1 to 2. Did an amazing job. And, of course, starting off with some pretty high overall players and some offensive linemen that might be starters. Cordy Glenn might be traded off for like a 3rd or 4th round. Shaq Lawson could stay as our backup, but he does need a contract, so that'd be a really good, talented player gone for free. So a lot of decisions to be made. But, of course, a lot of these rookies will end up starting again. Holy crap, look at the high overall fullback here. 85 overall, Riley Strejlik. I don't even know. I don't care either. Take a look. We might be looking for a new kicker. Bradford class is insane. Holy crap, that guy was ridiculous. So, entering our potential last season, we'll see. We have Watson, who will not be starting. We'll have Giles there. We also have Wofford, who's pretty solid. Probably playing left tackle, but we don't know yet because we do have a couple of draft picks, a little bit too many draft picks to be exact, plus Shaq Lawson. A lot of guys that are potentially, not even just guys, but also just talented players in general that could trade for a big-ticket guy. Of course, linebackers we're going to have to adjust. I think Preston playing left out, Milano middle, Vickers at right out is the move. If we're looking at players of need, it would maybe be defensive tackle, offensive line maybe. So also another move that we need to do is get rid of Lesean McCoy. Maybe re-sign him, but a $9 million salary. We'll take the dead cap hit of 2.6 because we could probably get him back for much cheaper in the long run. Yeah, $3 million to get Shady McCoy back. I want to take a look at the running backs first, though, to see because you have TJ Yeldon, who's a very top pick usually. And looking at it, I know LeSean is actually not half bad. Screw, we're going to get LeSean back. Get the long term. I mean, we got Marlon Mack anyway, so get LeSean McCoy back for much cheaper since you can't restructure players in this game. And I think that's another thing I forgot to add on my wish list video. Restructuring players, of course, would be a huge one. Thing is, if you add restructuring, you got to add holdouts. So it's an iffy one. I'm trying to think a third round's not going to cut it. Nope, it will. Cordy Glenn, Lawson, and a third round for Karl Joseph. A huge win for the Raiders. Like, absolutely huge there. Thomas Davis, he's still fast enough. Thomas Davis is our guy here. I'm loving it. He's got a 90 hit power. 3 great, decently young players, too. If anything, it's unrealistic for our side, but I like the draft picks we have. I like the true starters we have now. Stephon Tuitt, a baller at the defensive tackle spot, of course. I was really hoping we would land a... is this the right lineup? It is. I was really hoping we would land a new offensive lineman that would be a better overall. We got to fix left tackle with Wofford, I believe. But overall, we're looking pretty good. Or maybe Dawkins, actually. We're looking pretty good. We're definitely on the young route. Hopefully Freeman can step it up this season. We have Hall and Frazier looking pretty solid. Kelvin Benjamin is an upgrade at tight end for sure. Linebackers, I mean, I set their position. I put Milano at middle, and I put Vickers at right out. But if still, somehow we're just not getting it. I don't know why it's so hard, but it just is. But everything else is pretty much set in stone. And we're ready to go pretty much. So we have some re-signing decisions. Nothing seems crazy. Steven Hauschka, we moved a punter. Might have ruined him there, but we will be giving Karl Joseph the full-on Buffalo treatment. No playoffs for another 7 years. Hopefully we make the playoffs. Charles Clay, 4-year deal at 30. Absolutely not. Andre Holmes, probably not. Jordan Evans, for sure. I normally don't either. He's usually signed by almost every user team by the AI, but he's really young and good. Didn't scout once myself, but that's all right because we did our XP, we did our re-signings, we got all that. Can we get the playoffs? We can. 10-6, a little quicker than I thought it was going to be. 10-6, 8-8 Patriots. That's not what I wanted to see. Patriots and Jets were very close. They're very 50-50. How many did we beat the Patriots? Twice? Lost one game. Won the first game. Lost the second. So split the series. It's all right. Sean Watson is the MVP of the league. Take a look. Christie, he throws a lot more picks than last year, but still did very well. 4,800 yards. Freeman still can't get to 1,000. He's really not a great running back. Don't know what it is. Hall, Frazier did well. Zay Jones, Kelvin Benjamin was okay. Freeman did get a decent bit of catching, though. Blocking, so-so. Sacks, holy crap. Spencer with 20 as a left end as well. Barry with 14 as a right end. Milton at 10.5. 7 for Tuitt. Amazing sack totals. Vickers was very great. Right outside linebacker gets a lot done on this squad. Glass was better than Hauschka, so it is what it is there. 11th, though. Defense got to be top 15, I would say. 24, really. I don't understand how the hell we make the playoffs. 24th. Offensive Rookie of the Year. I don't even think we had one, actually. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Spencer, of course. I mean, that's one of the better Rookie of the Year. Just any Rookie of the Year's seasons by anyone. Mason Crosby is a Brown. All right. Take a look at stats. Anything crazy? Offensively, Hall had a little bit. Nothing for the offensive line yet again. Yeah, like nobody got anything crazy. Defense, Milano was okay. Spencer was god tier. I mean, Spencer was great and Hall was okay, but other than that, really nothing insane. So really slacking on the offensive line, like majorly. Like I would have thought we would have been much better than this by now, but receiving core is okay. Frazier's decent. Hall is getting to that number 1 status. Freeman he's really not playing well, but he's an 87 overall. He's okay. Powerbacks just don't do well for me for some reason. Milano's great. Vickers is pretty solid. Safety core is solid. DB, some of the best in the league. D-line with Spencer going crazy. And I mean crazy. Clearly one of the best defensive lines in the league as well. Thomas Davis might be a weak link. Who knows? Maybe he's the strong link. Let's go on. 89 to their 88. However, of course, we got a little bit of XP. Spencer, major upgrade from 87 to 96. Really impressive stuff. Totally worth the pick. And hopefully we can win a playoff game here. I'm honestly not sure. Do I want... I think it might come down to how well we do. And even in that sense, I don't know what that means, because if we do really poorly, do I want to continue? Or if we do really well, do I want to say, fair enough? I really don't know. So there's it's a 50-50 shot at another season. We'll see. And now we are looking at a 1-point deficit. Defense makes another play. Offense on 3rd and 10, clutches up to Hall. And there we go. Nice score. Gets the 2-point conversion. We are up by 7. However, defense will give up the score. It's 24 all. The fourth quarter's come alive. 3rd and 7. Clutch to Charles Clay, the backup tight end. Come on, offense. And we get the touchdown from the 1-yard line. It's back down to the defense. Can the defense make a play? And on 4th and 20, they give up a 30-yard play to some no-name, but yet they can hold them on 4th and 5, which will keep our playoff dreams alive, winning the game 31-24 over the Jags, which are a very tough team, especially 3 seasons in, or the 3rd season playoffs. So I'm kind of shocked we won that. I would assume Peterman still wasn't their quarterback. Oh, he was this time. Nathan Peterman, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Unfortunate. I'd really like to see what they did with him, so we'll probably look after this game. Freeman with 30 carries did very well for once in his life. Outperformed Fournette. Hall did well. Defensively, Milano with like 1,000 tackles. Literally is a pretty much a clone of Kuechly, just obviously much younger now. A little bit slower, though, I will say. So 26 years old, 87 overall. Superstar dev. I mean, obviously the deep accuracy is a bit low, so they went with the dev. I think we got him to quick. Maybe he got superstar from upgrades. I don't know. He is the quarterback of the future, though, for them, so perfect timing to re-sign him as well. Might get away with a little bit of a sneaky deal. 15-1 Chargers, though. We're 91. They're an 87, so overall-wise, we have them beat. So let's prove to them that we are the better team. I know we won't, but let's hopefully try. Defense has held the Chargers offense to 4 field goals. I mean, what more can you ask for as a team? 4 field goals. That's impressive. The offense just is doing nothing. And I will say maybe, their defense is really good too, but is it better than ours? I don't know. I mean, look at the way our team is playing. It's 4th and 2, I think you have to go for it. And maybe give me some suggestions, because in the playoffs I sometimes switch to spread, especially if it's potentially the last season. And it's not really working here for me. It's really not doing well for me. And huge plays. What? Did we turn the ball over? And it gets swatted. I'm done with the rebuild. I don't want to be done, though. I'm leaving. Should we play another season? I don't know, man. I will give them one last shot, and that is it. After that, I'm done. Probably looking to trade Poyer soon, so we might need a linebacker. Here we go. Linebacker prototype, late first, perfectionate. So we could see some insane free agents as well, and as of right now, we don't need to sign anyone crazy yet, I don't think. Do have a kicker. Oh, our fullback. It's a realistic rebuild, so sadly I will have to give this guy some money. Charles Clay, no. Bradford Glass was pretty good. Really not many free agents that I'd be looking to sign. Actually, I don't know if there would be a single free agent I'd be looking to sign. Honestly, unless like Le'Veon Bell is here. Joey Bosa, all right, he's on the team. How in the hell did they let Joey Bosa go? Did we get anyone? Rejected. Suck it. Bosa, suck it. That's all I can say. Didn't even need you. It was just to screw with you anyways. Let's go to the draft. Trade up to number 10 for our linebacker and make sure we have that early second. Made it a little bit better for us. First, second, and 4 this year to move up to 10. Let's go to 10, get our guy named Jaden Simpson. Really insane linebacker. He's he's 23, but should be great. Jaden Simpson, superstar dev, prototypical beast. What can I really say? Starting linebacker. It's going to be a reach and a half, but we're going to go for him anyways. Oh, damn. Do we have a need for all of these corners? I mean, I'll start slapping replacements all over the board if I need to. I don't think we do, though. This running back is insane. Slow dev. Looks insane. 94 elusiveness. Superb backup. He's supposed to go number 1 overall. I'm happy with that pick. Even with slow, he'll be on the team for ages. New number 2 running back for sure. I love Sherrard here. I really do. Late first. But Prentice is my guy, so I'm going to take Prentice. Quick dev, 78 overall. Supposed to go 19. Great corner. And if Sherrard is still there by 55, we'll take him. Which he won't be. See, where did he go? He had to go like really close up there. Barber, 30. Damn, the Redskins would have got cucked so hard. Looks insane, but no guarantee. I think this DT should be pretty solid. And he is insane. Supposed to go number 6. Super fast, super strong. Quick dev, a baller. So Simpson, superstar, baller. Parker Parks, interesting name. Slow dev, great backup though. I mean, he's already primed. I mean, 88 spin move, 90 juke move, 86 stiff arm even, with 94 elusiveness. Low injury and whatnot, but he's an amazing running back. He's already number 40, which is pretty impressive for a running back. Franklin, going to be our number 3 corner at least. Sullivan is at least number 3 tight end DT. Harding, I don't know. I really don't care. And let's take a look at Barber, who was an 80 overall normal dev. Glad we didn't choose him. He's still a great corner. Super steal for them. Great safety as well. The Redskins got some great DB talent there. Like I said, though, moving quickly on to the next and final season for us, aka the re-signing season. Honestly, looking at this team, we just need to keep progressing on the offensive line. And more importantly, we do need to get a tight end at some point soon. Calvin's only going to last so long. Sullivan's insane, but Milton's finally developing. So here we are with the roster for the final team. Of course, we have a little of XP, so we're probably going to use that before we sim. Honestly, I think it's probably the offensive line costing us these playoff games because realistically, this team is pretty solid. We have an insane defense, which apparently they play well in postseason, but they're ranked like late 20s for the yardage every season. I don't know what that's all about. And coaching here. Do I want to go D-line? We have a lot of great D-linemen, but running back is a big need. And our running back, he's 25 now, and he's really developed slowly. So, of course, like we said, this is probably going to be the major re-signing process. We have lots of money. We only have a cap pen of about 11 mil, which isn't ridiculous. Maybe a little high, but of course that might change in a bit too because it was 11 mil last season. So it is week 9. We have some re-signings. Tre'Davious White, who never got to superstar. I don't know how the hell. And to be fair, after the first season, he really didn't get a whole lot of XP for us. Contract, but the rest needs work. Milano really benefiting. I mean, to be fair, we did move him to outside mostly, but really benefiting from playing outside. A bunch of these players are looking for big deals, and none of them are happy with what they're offered. Zay Jones will get a contract. Nice. Just okay, everyone wants a bonus. Jordan Matthews played through his contract, which is kind of surprising. Normally, I would have let someone like him go after maybe a couple years into it, but let's re-offer some of these guys, I suppose. Hopefully get them. Zay Jones is happy, so everyone's pretty much happy. Everyone that we care about, at least. To the playoffs. Surely we're in it. I mean, we've won, what? It'll be 2-3 years in a row now. I mean, we're definitely getting better every year, so here it is. And Christie from Rookie of the Year MVP down to the final season MVP. And the Patriots went 6-10. I know one of ours is our own picks, but the Patriots is also one of our picks, and I did not force lose them. You know, they should have actually gotten better from last season. They had a decently bad pick, and I guess not. Christie, however, is MVP again. And 6,000. Now, I will admit, the final 6 weeks, I did put us on spread. But is spread really that OP? Where the final 6 weeks, that's what you can get? 6,000 yards, 61 touchdowns, 16 picks. And I've done that in the past where I've last season put spread on for a couple of weeks at the end of the year. Never anything close to that. Freeman gets 15 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. I mean, 15 touchdowns for a running back and 61 for our QB. Still 3.6 per carry, which is ridiculous. Frazier, insane yards. Hall, insane yards. Even Benjamin hit over 1,000. Zay Jones almost hit 1,000. Insane season for the offense. It should have translated to defense, and boy, Spencer is a freak. Look at this. The best defensive end pass rush duo of all time. Tank Barry, ever since Spencer joined the team, has become a force to be reckoned with, combining for what, 44 sacks on the season? That's insane. Picks, not bad either. Even the rookie at number 3 had 4 picks. Might even outplays Miller here in his first year. Kick returns, 1 touchdown for White. Punt returns, 1 for Frazier. Offense, clearly number 1. Defense, probably top 5, right? 10, still terrible. I don't know what to say anymore. I give up. Christie, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, Spencer. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Parks, close. Jaden Simpson, of course. Christie at QB. Running back, Freeman was number 4. Receiver, Frazier. O-line, we had 5 out of the top 10. Hopefully that means we have a lot of XP. Spencer got beat by Melvin Ingram. I'm going to have to take a look at this one. More than 22.5 sacks. That's ridiculous. And then kicker, number 4. So, first things first, let's take a look at Melvin Ingram, because that's insane. What do you have, like 25? Okay, didn't beat him by much. It was 23 sacks, so very similar season. Of course, we're going to advance a week. Who do we play? Probably the Chargers. The Browns. Okay, that's a new one. 43K for the QB, 28K for Frazier. Offensive line, about damn time. All 4 of the drafted players get 30-plus KXP. Here we go, folks. We're finally on our way. Surprisingly, defense really didn't get a whole lot. Carl Joseph and Strong kind of did, though, I suppose. Franklin, I was hoping for a huge boost, but he did not get it. But yeah, we're on our way. This has got to be the year. I'm glad we did another season, even if we lose sadly in this game. I don't care about throw power. Can't be bothered with that. So, of course, we have to go against the Browns. Here is the roster looking insane. Freeman, 90-plus, finally. Receiving core all in the 90s. Offensive line, finally in the 90s. It's finally, like, start of the season, line was looking terrible. Now they're insane. Defense looks insane. This has got to be a Super Bowl year. Either way, perfect last season for the rebuild, even though this will probably be one of the longest rebuilds we've had in a while. And I still have to do all that Fortnite crap. But that's beside the point. Offense starting off really well in the second half, dominating at this point. Start of the fourth quarter, though, I don't feel super confident. I mean, it's not over. You see, they're down by 11. Down by 8. Offense is doing... and the offense turns the ball over. Browns drive down slowly, get the tied game at 38. We're up by 3, and we do win the game 41-38. Super choke job there. At one point, we were up 38-17. I mean, it would be an insane playoff game, don't get me wrong, but Jesus Christ. Carson Wentz and the Browns instantly taking them to the playoffs. Freeman's just not a great running back. He really is not a career beast. Vickers did well. I mean, looked pretty good. Picks, Tredavious and Don Tavis did well. Let's move on to that championship game. Closest we've been to the Super Bowl all rebuild. I mean, even before that game, we believed. That was rough, though, I will say. The Steelers were 14-2. They're 12-4. We are a 95 overall. They are actually a very high 94 overall. This might just be a Super Bowl-less rebuild, even though we did a damn good job rebuilding this team, and I think we did it pretty realistically. Teddy Bridgewater with the Jets. Jets are like, screw it. We're taking them anyways. We're down by 10 now. Start of the second half, we will be only down by 3. Very clutch first half finish, just like last game. Start of the fourth quarter, however, we will be down by 3, so we're playing that catch-up game. Come on. 4-1, huge conversion. Great coaching. Up by 4. Defense can do nothing. Offense struggling. That's going to be a punt, and that could be the game. Down by 10. There's a pick. I mean, it's not over. Okay, with the way we play offense, it might be over. Actually, Simmet, screw it. 4th and 2. It's a conversion. Oh, my God. What a sad, super excuse of a team. We lose 28-41. I don't even want to see it. I'm sorry. I don't. Big Ben, 5 touchdowns, 0 picks at the age of 729. I just don't know how. I mean, the Steelers clearly aren't that good of a team compared to us. It is what it is, I guess. That's disappointing because we deserve to win. This is one of the better teams we've rebuilt realistically as well. So it's kind of unfortunate to see this go down the way it did. It is heartbreaking fashion. I mean, going into this game, I mean, at the end of the day, you still do believe that the winner of that game probably wins the Super Bowl. Let's take a look if that's true. Steelers better not have screwed us here. If you're going to beat us, you better at least win the Super Bowl. Okay, they did lose in the Super Bowl, and it was, they did get destroyed. But Vikings win the Super Bowl over the Steelers. And that's going to be the rebuild. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Sorry, Bills fans. We built an amazing roster. We only kept, what, 3, 4, 5 of the real-life Bills as starters. I know DeMarco's still here, but let's be honest. And we did a damn good job, I think. It's just couldn't win. Sim's the son of a sim. Don't know what that even means, but, you know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any suggestions for what-ifs, rebuild challenges, experiments, whatever, let me know. I've still been debating on doing a rebuild idea before Madden 19, but honestly, by the time I even put this through, maybe Madden 19 will be here, or the timetable won't be right, and I'll just scrap the entire thing. Plus, I kind of forgot a little bit of what I was even planning on doing, so I'll probably have to, think about it. Maybe put it up. We'll decide. Either way, thanks for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. Can we get some likes for going on for that 4th season, even though it was completely irrelevant? If you can, whatever. But yeah, until next video, see ya.